from that very first call that I talked to the sales guy, and my daughter Emerson was being born, right? They took note of that. And so no matter who got on the phone and I was talking with, they'd always ask me, hey, you just had a baby, right? How's little Emerson doing?
Hey, look, touches your heart.
Touches your heart, bro. And knowing what I know because I'm inside of the industry, I'm like, they took note of that. They documented it in the CRM. And now every single person, whenever they pull me up in their file, their customer relationship management file, they got those notes. So they can pull my heartstrings,
exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Let's talk about your sales experience inside of the car industry. Mm-hmm. And I want to touch on two sides of that. I want to talk about how you feel like it's developed you and made you a killer closer on the real estate side of things. And let's talk about some small ways that it may have harmed you or held you back from stepping into that, if that's
right
even the case.
So we'll start with some ways that it may have held me back. So when you're buying a car, it's a lot faster setup.
And it's more of a hardcore close.
It's more of a hardcore close. And so you want things to happen right away, right? It's like, okay, I got all this. All right, now time to close them, right? So it's kind of like a fast stuff. And it's a car. It's not that much bigger. It's a big, product, but it's not as big as a house.
Right.
Right. So
cars get repoed every day.
Exactly.
Houses stay where they're at.
Houses stay where they're at. Right. So that would probably be my only caveat, I would say, to that, because a lot of that stuff that I also learned in the car business has helped me when it comes to and a lot of people. I really don't think a lot of people that sell cars, they're salesmen.
Yeah.
Especially if they're genuinely good cars, because I think car salesmen get such a bad rep. But if you find like good ones, like those guys are solid. Like they can go into any industry and sweep up the competition. Because you got to think, you're in front of maybe 100 people a month, talking to them about a product. You know how to build rapport fast, right? Yep. Like I meet you on a lot. I gotta look at this guy and I gotta say, hey, my name's Eric. Hey, by the way, I like your hat. Are you from? Might have an Indian hat. Indian hat. Are you from Ohio? Right. So I know how to build rapport.
Yeah.
So you're learning how to build rapport fast. You're also learning how to come over objections fast, right? You're also learning how to be comfortable on the phone. That's a lot of people have a problem with the phone, right? Phone skills. Man, this thing right here can make you a lot of money.
Yeah.
Can make you a lot of money if you know how to use this right. Right? So it teaches you phone skills, man. Like when I used to work in the car industry, I used to have to make $100,000. And this was like my personal goal.
Yeah.
$100,000 a day. 100 calls a day. I'm reaching out to 100 people and trying to talk to them on the phone.
And that's calling individually, right? I'm dialing in the number, sitting, waiting for them to pick up.
100 calls.
Bro. Look at what the game's morphed from there.
Right. Right. If you're doing that and you're learning how to build rapport, you're handling objections, you're learning how to read people, like right in front of you. You're marking, you're mimicking, you're mirroring them, right? So you're sitting like this, I'm sitting like this. Like you're sitting up, I'm sitting up too. Right, so I'm learning how to mirror people because they're right there in front of me. I'm learning how to talk to people. But me, like, you're learning your own style too. So me, I have a way over the phone of making people laugh.
Yeah.
So it's going to lighten up the mood if I can crack a joke and I have you laughing. Right? So it really teaches you a lot, especially when it comes to sales, man.
Did they have like a CRM or a customer relationship management system that you guys worked on?
Yep. So, which is crazy because I mimic a lot of the stuff that I learned from selling cars in my business today.
Yeah.
Form, I got that from when I was selling cars. And I mimic that. Right? Our follow-up systems. Did I get that? Somewhat. Yeah, I got that somewhat from selling, like learning how to follow up with people. Right? Certain times to follow up with people in the best time. not just reaching out to them once, maybe reaching out to them twice or 3 times a day, right? Because you don't know, they might be busy.
And then taking notes of that, right? Documenting in the CRM.
Documenting, hey, I just reached out to this person at 12 o'clock, left a voicemail, right?
That's gold.
So, again, taking notes. So, let's say I talked to you in October, right? And you had something going on, you were at your kid's baseball game. Here it is, November. I know your kid plays baseball. Hey, how's your kid's baseball season going?
Yeah. Dude, I can speak from personal experience, bro. That crap works.
Yes.
Like, dude, AdWords nerds. So I've gone through different pay-per-click Google AdWords providers, right? AdWords nerds, bro, stands out the most to me because from that very first call that I talked to the sales guy and my daughter Emerson was being born, right? They took note of that. And so no matter who got on the phone and I was talking with, they'd always ask me, hey, you just had a baby, right? How's little Emerson doing?
Hey, look, touches your heart.
Touches your heart, bro. And knowing what I know because I'm inside of the industry, I'm like, they took note of that. They documented it in the CRM. And now every single person, whenever they pull me up in their file, their customer relationship management file, they got those notes. So they can pull my heartstrings, right?
Exactly.
And so even though the actual service based on what we paid for leads and the conversion rate was probably the worst converting campaign out of any provider I've ever had. Mm-hmm. I can't even be mad about it because our sales process was so dang good.
Solid.
So dang good. You know what I mean?
Solid. That's it, man. Like, it's the little stuff that you do that will get you to the finish line.
Yeah.
Right? So you learn about them. You learn personally. What's your interest in, your kids, your family. You take notes on all that stuff. You don't just take notes on property and what's going on.
That should be last. That should be last thing on your mind, right?
Right. That should be last. Stuff is still like important to document, but hey, I want to know what's going on in your life as well. So if you're not ready to come to the house, if you're not ready for us to buy a house, and you don't remember me, hey, we talked about your kid, he was at the baseball. Oh, that's you, Eric.
Yeah.
You know how many times I've gotten that just because I brought up one of our past conversations that we had.
And that shows them that you care.
Right.
That easy. So I'll say this, bro. Business is this simple. Business is simply an exchange, right? It's transacting relationships in the marketplace, right? So instead of thinking about the product or the asset that is going in exchange, right? Think about the relationship, right? Think about the eternal exchange with another individual, right? Could be spiritual, could be personal, emotional. Like you're connecting with somebody, bro. At the end of the day, houses, it's fleeting, right? But our spirits live forever. Right? So it's an exchange of value inside of the marketplace. Really that's how business is done, dude.
You gotta connect with people. Got to.
That's golden.
And if you don't know how to connect with people, you gotta learn how to connect with people.